True Love's Test, a tale of loyalty and devotion. This story is about Emma and Daniel, two people who believed their love would last forever. Life, however, had plans to test their loyalty and devotion in ways they could never have imagined. Emma was gentle and kind, with a strong belief in honesty and commitment. Daniel was hardworking and adventurous, always looking forward to the future. They shared dreams, laughter, and a deep love. But as they learned, true love sometimes requires patience, sacrifice, and enduring faith. Join us as we follow Emma and Daniel on a journey that explores the meaning of loyalty and the power of unwavering devotion. Emma and Daniel met in college. Their love blossomed quickly, filling their days with excitement and warmth. They spent endless hours together, talking about their dreams and the future. One evening, while watching the sunset, Daniel took Emma's hand and promised, "No matter what happens, I'll always be by your side." Emma smiled, trusting in Daniel's words with all her heart. After graduating, they decided to build a life together. They moved to a small town where Daniel found a job at a construction company, and Emma worked as a teacher. Though they were young and didn't have much, they were happy. They knew that love was the foundation of everything they wanted to achieve. A few years later, Daniel received a job offer in a distant city. It was a big opportunity, one that promised a good salary and career growth. He was thrilled and couldn't wait to tell Emma. But when he shared the news, Emma's heart sank. She loved her job, her students, and the quiet town where they had built their life. Moving would mean leaving behind everything she had grown to love. However, Emma knew this was important for Daniel, and she didn't want to hold him back. "Go, Daniel," she said with a brave smile. "I'll be here, cheering you on. Our love is strong enough to survive the distance." Daniel hugged her, promising that he would visit often and stay connected. They agreed to give long distance a try, believing that their love could withstand the miles. The first few months were hard. They spoke on the phone every night, sharing every detail of their day. Daniel was adjusting to his new job, and Emma was busy with her teaching. They missed each other terribly, but they kept going, relying on their love to keep them close. But as time went on, things became more challenging. Daniel's work hours increased, and he often had to travel. The nightly calls became shorter, sometimes hurried. Emma understood but couldn't help feeling lonely. She threw herself into her work, hoping that staying busy would ease the ache in her heart. Emma's friends and family noticed her sadness and encouraged her to consider moving to be with Daniel. But Emma was determined to support him from afar, believing that true love meant giving him the freedom to pursue his dreams, even if it hurt. Months turned into a year. Emma would write letters to Daniel, pouring her heart onto the pages, sharing her thoughts and dreams. She would eagerly wait for his responses, but often, his replies were brief or delayed. Daniel was always apologetic, blaming his busy schedule, but Emma started to worry. Was distance weakening their bond? Had Daniel begun to lose interest? One night, Emma gathered the courage to ask Daniel directly. "Are you still with me, Daniel?" she asked, her voice trembling. Daniel reassured her, but Emma could sense the change. She wanted to believe his words, but a small part of her wondered if the distance was creating a gap between them that love alone couldn't bridge. One day, a new teacher named Alex joined Emma's school. Alex was kind, funny, and always willing to lend a helping hand. Over time, he and Emma became close friends, and he brought laughter back into her life. She found herself smiling more, even feeling guilty at times for enjoying his company. Alex admired Emma and, sensing her loneliness, subtly expressed his interest. But Emma's heart remained loyal to Daniel. She cared for Alex as a friend, but she made it clear that her heart belonged to someone else. Emma realized this was her test, a test of her loyalty to Daniel. Even though she felt lonely, she chose to stay true, reminding herself of the promise they had made to each other. Meanwhile, in the city, Daniel was facing his own challenges. He had become close with a colleague, Laura, who often worked late with him. She admired Daniel's hard work and passion, and over time, their friendship grew. Daniel valued her friendship but remembered Emma's words and the love they shared. He knew he was being tested as well and kept his distance, reminding himself of the promise he had made to Emma. Despite the loneliness and temptations, both Emma and Daniel held on to their commitment. They knew that love was not just about feelings but also about choices and loyalty. One weekend, Emma decided to surprise Daniel by visiting him in the city. She wanted to reconnect and remind him of the life they had built together. She took a bus, her heart filled with both excitement and nervousness. When she arrived at his doorstep, Daniel was overwhelmed with joy. They spent the weekend together, talking about their struggles and the challenges they had faced. Emma shared her friendship with Alex, and Daniel told her about Laura. They laughed, cried, and held each other close, grateful for the chance to reconnect. The weekend reminded them of why they had fallen in love and renewed their commitment to each other. They realized that true love required sacrifice, understanding, and forgiveness. After the visit, Daniel made a big decision. He decided to turn down the promotion that would have kept him in the city for several more years. He realized that no job was worth losing the love of his life. He wanted to be with Emma, to build a future together in the town they both loved. Emma was overjoyed when Daniel told her the news. She respected his choice and promised to support him in any way she could. They moved back into their small town, grateful for the second chance they had been given. Back in the town, Emma and Daniel rekindled their love. They spent time together, rebuilt their life, and focused on their future. Daniel found a job closer to home, and Emma continued her teaching. They were happy, not because life was perfect, but because they had learned to cherish each other and face challenges together. They knew that life would continue to test them, but now, they were stronger and more committed than ever. Emma and Daniel's love had been tested by time, distance, and temptation, but they had chosen to remain loyal. They realized that true love wasn't just about happiness but also about loyalty, patience, and the strength to endure challenges together. Through their journey, Emma and Daniel proved that devotion and loyalty are the true foundations of love. They had learned that love, when tested, becomes stronger and more resilient. Moral of the story: true love isn't just about emotions, it's about loyalty, patience, and the commitment to face challenges together. When we stay devoted to those we love, even in difficult times, our bonds grow deeper, and our love becomes unbreakable.